We'll keep you updated on the president's forays in Baku, Azerbaijan. Two other stories making headlines. In Nairobi's informal settlement of Kware, 7-year-old Wilson Muendo is fighting a painful condition that has robbed him of the simple joys of childhood. Born with hypospadias, Wilson has spent his entire life struggling with uncontrollable urination, leaving him isolated, embarrassed, and emotionally withdrawn. As his mother desperately searches for hundreds of thousands of shillings needed for corrective surgery, doctors say his condition is treatable, but time and money remain the family's greatest challenge. Catherine Imuraget visited the family and now brings us the story.
Wilson Muendo is only 7 years old, born and raised in Kware, one of Nairobi's informal settlements. Wilson has lived his entire life with a painful and deeply challenging condition, hypospadias. A twin by birth, Wilson should be enjoying the carefree life of childhood. But for 7 years, he has struggled with a condition that makes him urinate uncontrollably, often wetting himself.
Alizaliwa akiwa na shida ya hii sehemu yake ya siri kama haijafunguka, ikabidi akararuriwa nyama ndiposa apate vile anaweza kojoa. So after kudischargiwa niliweza kuhimizwa afai kutairiwa, hawezi tairiwa mpaka arekebishwe hiyo sehemu yake.
For his mother Eunice Nduku, the journey has been heartbreaking.
Kwangu maisha imekuwa very stressful sababu nashindwa asipopata hiyo operation atagrow aje, atakuja kuwa mwanaume aje. Sasa hata nashindwa ninalea mwanaume ama ninalea, nashindwa tu.
Despite the condition, William has remained determined in school, performing well in class. But as he grows older, the emotional burden is becoming harder to hide. His mother says he has become withdrawn and shy, afraid of embarrassment and ridicule from other children.
Akojoa straight, anakojoa, anajikojolea. So anafeel ni kama amefanya makosa, akienda kukauka kama ako shule, akichanganyikana na watoto wale wengine, watafeel anatoa hiyo harufu ya kuikojoa. Wataanza kumwambia, mbona unanuka makojo? Sasa hata yeye mwenyewe venye tumeanza kwenda Kenyatta ameanza kuuliza, mbona mimi niko hivi? Kwa nini hii? Kwani hii ni nini? Kwani nilifanya nini?
But what exactly is hypospadias? Dr. Peter Mwika is a consultant pediatric surgeon at Kenyatta National Hospital. He explains.
Hypospadia, just to define it, in males, the opening of the urethra where the urine is supposed to pass is supposed to be at the tip. But a number of times in children who are boys, they are born with the opening under the penis, anywhere but not at the tip of the penis. So that opening can actually be as way down, or what we call proximal, as between the two scrotums, the junction of the scrotum and the penis, or anywhere along the underside of the penis, but not at the tip. That is what we call hypospadia.
Dr. Mwika explains that while the exact cause remains unknown, research has linked the condition to several risk factors during pregnancy.
So the cause is actually various factors. We do not know the exact cause. However, studies or research has attributed some factors or risks to the occurrence of hypospadia. The first one is definitely inherent risk of the pregnancy itself. The common one now that everyone is researching is how the environment itself is actually becoming a problem, and that perhaps pointing at the rising cases. Other things are maternal factors. Research has shown that pregnancy is above 35 years. That's quite early now, because that's the age that majority of us female colleagues now are getting babies. But late pregnancies, 35 and above, plays a role. The other things in maternal is diseases in pregnancy. Mothers who have hypertension, mothers who are diabetic, those ones are at a higher risk of getting children who have hypospadia.
According to the World Health Organization, hypospadias affects approximately 1 in 50 male births worldwide. In Kenya, hypospadias cases are slightly higher, estimated at 1 in 300 male births. Across Africa, rates vary but generally fall between 1 in 250 to 1 in 500 male births.
The approximate number of surgeries just on hypospadia alone in the country will be around 500 to 600. It is one of the conditions actually that is increasing with the time.
The condition, he says, is treatable through surgery, though treatment can sometimes require multiple procedures, depending on the severity of the case.
Outcomes of hypospadia are predictable, but the complications are also many. Simple hypospadias, the non-complicated ones, have a very good outcome, both in getting a straight phallus or the penis and being able to urinate at the tip. However, for those who are born with severe hypospadia, where the opening is at the perineum, just where the scrotum is, and they require several surgeries, that also comes with long-term complications.
However, the road to recovery is expensive. Dr. Mwika says a single corrective surgery can cost between 250,000 and 700,000 Kenyan shillings, an amount far beyond the reach of Wilson's struggling family.
Mi ombi yangu tu nipate mtu ako na roho ya utu, anisaidie, anisimamie huyu mtoto tu, apate kuendelea vizuri mpaka nijipate kwa ward, nipate mtoto ashafanyiwa hiyo surgery.
Kenya wahisani wajitokeze, huyu mtoto ako scheduled kufanyiwa upasuaji Kenyatta National Hospital tarehe 27 mwezi huu. Na mama ni mtu anaishi hapa single mother hapa Kware, hana mbele wala nyuma.
For Eunice, every passing day brings more anxiety as she desperately searches for help to give her son a chance at a normal life. As Wilson continues to battle both physical pain and emotional trauma, his mother holds on to hope that compassionate Kenyans will step in and help restore her son's dignity and his childhood. Catherine Imuragit, KTN, Nairobi.